There are few sounds more strange, more intimate, more haunting than the sound of your own name. It comes early. Before you know what it means, someone is already using it to get your attention. You don't choose it. You don't earn it. It arrives before you're conscious, before your bones know how to hold themselves upright, before you have any defense against what it means to be called. And then, over time, that name becomes loaded. It picks up tone, history, expectation, pain. You learn quickly that your name is not just a word. It's a trigger, a doorbell, a summons, a leash. Sometimes it's said in anger, sometimes it's said like a joke, sometimes it's shouted across a playground, or whispered in the dark by someone who didn't mean what they said. Your name becomes the delivery vehicle for 1,000 emotions that are not yours but get laid at your feet anyway. And for some of us, that name becomes unbearable. Not because it's ugly, but because we don't know who we are when it's said. There's the name your mother used when you were in trouble. There's the name your father barely said at all. There's the name you heard through the wall when someone was bragging about you or tearing you down. Eventually, you start to flinch. Not just at the tone, but at the whole structure of being known. Because if someone knows your name, they can call it. If they can call it, they can reach you. And if they can reach you, they can hurt you. So you learn, bit by bit, year by year, to brace, or to hide, to reshape, to rebrand, to become a version of yourself that is safe, unthreatening, untouchable. But here's the thing. Your name never forgets who you are, even if you do. Your name carries the print of your original, the one you were before you had to armor up, before you had to win, or please, or disappear, the one who cried without shame, the one who laughed before thinking, the one who wanted to be seen, not to perform, but simply to be. And that is why, when you hear your name spoken softly, rightly, without weapon or agenda, it can break you open. Because it remembers you, and it calls you back to yourself. Making peace with the sound of your name means letting go of what others tried to stuff into it. It means forgiving the tone that called it with cruelty. It means peeling back the sarcasm, the disappointment, the projection, the fear. It means standing before the mirror, or the sky, or the silence, and saying it aloud, not like a curse, not like a punchline, but like a prayer. You don't need to change it. You need to hear it without flinching. That's the work, to let the name come out of your own mouth without apology, to wear it without folding yourself into someone else's version, to claim it, not for them, but for you. Some will change their name, and that's sacred work too. To shed a label given in cruelty, to rename the self with truth, to take a new sound that fits the shape of the soul better, that is also peace. But for many, the name is not the problem. It's the echoes inside it, the memories, the failures, the pain of never quite being enough for the ones who used it most often. So when I say make peace with your name, I don't mean become proud in some shallow, puffed-up way. I mean reclaim it from distortion. Let it be a sound that no longer startles your heart. Let it be a tone you can bear to hear, even from your own lips. Because the moment you do that, something ancient settles down inside you. It's like returning home after a long exile. The birds call and the sun remembers the shape of your shoulders. The wind knows your scent. The sky bends a little lower, not to crush, but to welcome. Because something in the world knows you've returned to yourself. You stopped running, you stopped apologizing, you stopped performing, you answered your own call. There's no shortcut to that peace, but it is worth every mile. To hear your name and not flinch. To speak your name and not lie. To sign your name and mean it. That's not small, that's not cosmetic, that's soul work. And when you walk into a room without shrinking, without boasting, just being, people will feel it. They might not know why, but they'll sense something different. Not arrogance, not performance, just integrity. A person at home in their own skin. A person not at war with their name. That's what I wish for you. Not the approval of everyone who's ever misused your name, but the blessing of hearing it and knowing it's yours. Yours to carry, yours to reclaim, yours to love,